Okay, so I'll get through this as quick as I can. Today, the addition to what we know is, and I didn't print this out for you, but that's okay, is to write equations of lines when I give you a graph. Holy heads down, Batman. Hold on, let me pause this video real quick. So what we're going to do is we're going to write the equation of the line when someone else gives us the line. So we need to be able to look at this equation and decide a couple of things about it. So first things first, we talked last week about this. Hold on a second. So we're going to look at this and we're going to write an equation. Yep, good, very good. Okay, so it's going to be y equals, and then we have to know two things about the line. You remember from Thursday what they are? What are the two things that allow us to communicate with the math gods? Yeah, Joe, what's
Isn't it negative?
so I need a couple of things from you. Yes, bless you. But one of them starts with an S. What's the thing we need to know? We need to always know the slope. So going forward, that's going to be a critical component. So we're going to try to figure out the slope. And I'm just going to write this down a couple of times, but you don't have to write this every time. And then what's that other thing that we have at the end of the equation on Thursday? The y-intercept. Both of these are things that we should be able just to eyeball. Piece of cake, right? Can you tell me what the slope of this line is?
One.
It is definitely not one. It is -1. A slope of 1 would go upwards like this, which of course this does not do. So the slope is -1. And the y-intercept, again, I can just see it with my eyes. Like, where does it cross the y-axis?
Positive.
At +1. It's right there. So if I have those two pieces of information, then I can write the equation of the line. You remember it's just y equals mx plus b, so I can just write y equals -1x plus 1, and I'm done. I have to be able to look at someone else's line and then give them back an equation. And again, this slope is right there. I just didn't put -1, right? I like to just put -x instead of -1x. Is kind of weird. And then the y-intercept goes right there. Done. Let's do another one, number 2. So I'm going to start by writing y equals, and now I'm going to go find the slope. To do the slope, we've been quizzed on this before. We need some lattice points, and those are the 3 lattice points. Could you tell me what the slope of the line is based on those points?
Two. Three.
Up to right 3. So we're going to go up to right 3. That's the slope, and then we're going to stick an x on there. So the slope always goes with the x. And then where does it cross the y-axis? Again, at +1, you can see it. It's right here. That's the point where it's crossing. So we're going to slap a +1 on there, right? Yes, sir.
So every time it's at like positive, we're just gonna put +1 or
No.
whatever number it is.
Yeah. It's just literally the number where it crosses the.
What makes positive or negative? You're gonna.
Let's go, baby. So we're going to shut that thing. So we're going to go with y equals. All right, here we go. What's the slope? I need some lattice points. I see 1 here and 1 here and 1 here. Could you help me count that out? What's that slope?
Uh,
It's definitely 5 and 3 is the ratio, and it goes downhill, so it's a -5 to 3 ratio. X, always put X on that one. And then where does it cross the y-axis? At 0. So if you put +0 at the end, it wouldn't be wrong. I'm just going to choose not to, because putting a +0 is just kind of weird. But again, you could if you wanted to, because you see how it's crossing right here at 0 on the y-axis. Let's do another one, number 4. Y equals, I need the slope. Slope is a big deal. So I'm going to find lattice points. I see 4 of them. Between any two of those lattice points, what's the slope? It's negative. And since it goes down 3 and right 1, that would be -3/1, which I elect to just write as -3. So -3x. And then where does it cross the y-axis? Right there. So I'm going to put a -2 at the end. Got it? Good. Okay, let's go again. Round 5. Y equals. What's the slope? Well, I don't know yet. Let's find some points. It looks like these are the only lattice points. What's that slope? Someone other than Embry. Let's see if we can let someone else answer a slope question here. It's important to me that I know that more than one of you in this room knows how to find slope. So that's feedback that I need. And it's definitely positive. So it goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. And I'm never going to write 5 over 1. I'm just going to write 5x. And where does it cross the y-axis at? That's the x-axis. Where does it cross the y-axis? Up here, way up here at that purple point. That's where you're crossing. I don't care where you cross the x-axis. I will someday. But right now I want to know where I cross the y. And that's at up 5. So I'm going to stick a +5 on the back end of it. Slope goes with the x. Y-intercept goes at the back. Number 6. What's the slope? Well, here, let me get it built first. Y equals, what's the slope? Well, I need points. There's one, there's one, there's one. Between any two of those, it looks like we have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So what's my slope? And don't say 4/3. -4/3. Stick an X on there. And where does he cross the y-axis? At 0 right there in the center. So again, no need to put a 0 in the end. I'm still seeing some faces that tell me that we're not quite there yet. So I have lots of them to go. What's the slope of this one?
1.
It's not 1. Lines of 1 go uphill. It is -1. So again, you could put -1 times x. I'm just going to put -x because the slope is -1. Where does it cross the y-axis? At 0. Nice, right there. So that's your final answer on that one. Next one, number 8. What's the slope? Lattice points are here, here, and here, right? What is that slope? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And where does it cross the y-axis? At 0. Right? If you have to reduce, that just means you picked points that were too far away from each other, which is a really good question, Seth. So like, let's say that you had overlooked the lattice point in the center and you had picked these two super distant cousin points, then you would go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So your slope would be 4/10, which if you reduce it, would still be 2/5. If you ever have to reduce, it just means you picked points that weren't neighbors. You skipped a middleman there somewhere. How about number 9? What's the equation of this line?
Would it be y equal with 2?
Yes. We learned on Thursday in our notes that if a line is horizontal, it only has one variable in it. There's no x. So what a line that says y equals 2 or y equals 1 or y equals 5 or something, those are horizontal lines. That's how we write them. Okay, watch out for those. How about number 10? I need his slope. Can you tell me the slope? Here, I'll give you some lattice points, and then you can tell me the slope. Ooh, there's not a lot of them. Oh, boy. Yikes, those are the only 2. Woo. What's that slope? Got it? Everybody knows where the slope goes, right? And where does he cross the y-axis? -4, -4. It's interesting that you'd say that because the answer to the question of where is indeed -4, but I like the way you said it, minus, because when we put it into the equation, we read it as a -4. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, let's jump on ahead to number 16 because I have a feeling now that you're good to go. Correct. So we also learned on Thursday that when a line is vertical, it doesn't have a y in it. It's just x equals a number. And where this graph is situated on the x-axis is right there at -5. So all you have to say for a vertical line is x equals, well, -5. Okay. Good, good. So I'm going to hand out an assignment. The first page and the second page are given a line, write the equation of the line. And then the third page is given an equation, graph the line. That's clearly the theme for the day, is relating equations and lines, going one way or the other. Got it? I'll keep the recording alive and paused because there might be some questions, and it's always worth getting those on a recording. So let me know. I'm going to hand these out. So the first one says to write the equation of the line AB. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a ruler. And honestly, the ruler thing isn't as important on every problem, but it becomes important. So we're just going to do it every time, primarily because the directions say so, and we like to follow directions, right? I don't know if I can. I'm just trying to make a line that goes out both ends so no one says that my line sucks. There we go. Okay, good. Okay, so there's my line. Ooh, that took some doing. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to write the equation of the line because it says the line is called AB, and that notation means the line that goes through A and B, right? You'll talk more about that next year in geometry. So the line AB looks like this, and now it's the same, right? Kind of ninth verse, same as the first. Can I find the slope? Absolutely. I need some lattice points. So I see, and like, Seth's question earlier, could I use these 2 points, A and B? Sure. But I could also search for closer lattice points, like this one and this one, right? But again, if you pick like these 2 purple ones, like this one and this one, you're fine. You're just going to have to reduce a little bit, but it's no big deal, right? So let's use our little red ones since they're close together. What's the slope between those 2 points, Jojo?
Two, four,
No. You said over, so I'm going to act like you didn't say anything.
right,
I like that. So we're going up 2 and right 1, and up 2, right 1, and it is positive, so I don't have to worry about negatives.
this two,
So my equation is y equals 2x. Now, there's always the follow-up question, which is, okay, I got the slope tackled. Now, where does he cross the y-axis? And where does he cross the y-axis?
A,
Okay, so you just want me to put y equals 2x plus a? Oh, well, I thought that's what you were saying.
U.
So done. So I did it. I wrote the equation of the line AB. I graphed it, and then I used its slope and its y-intercept to write its equation. And now, according to the directions, it says that I should find my answer in the answer section and notice the 2 letters next to it, and then print these letters in the 2 boxes at the bottom that correspond with that problem. So I just did problem 1, and my answer is right here. You would agree? So since that was problem 1 and the letters of my answer are A and S, then I'm going to go to the bottom in the little decoder dad joke place, and I'm going to find the boxes that say 1, and I'm going to put A and S in there. That's it. So every time you're just going to graph a line and then write the equation of said line. You're welcome. Anyone else?